us here in Toastmasters. What that means is that everything I'm about to say, most of you already know. Why are you Toastmasters? Why are you here? Why do you want to be here? Why am I not out there speaking to the people who are not Toastmasters if I want to talk about Toastmasters? I guess it's because this is the opportunity to tell you things that you can go out and tell everybody else. So what is Toastmasters? I boil it down to one word. Growth. Growth in what? People say, oh, it must be growth in communication, growth in speaking, overcoming those fears. What do we do up here in front of people? That's one part of growth. How about growth in leadership? How do you run a department? When you're at work, how do you get along with your peers? Growth in leadership. Everything that we do is growth. How do we get this growth? We get this growth because we work together. We get this growth because we have friends who are willing to tell us how we can do something even better. Better than what? Better than what we're doing. Growth. People say, I joined Toastmasters so I could get a job. And my response is, then do table topics. Because before you can get a job, you have to interview. You have to be able to talk to people. And when that person says, tell us all about XYZ, and you stop and you say, XYZ? Well, that doesn't impress the interview. But when you jump up and say to yourself mentally, this is no different than a table topic, then you can say, well, I know all about XYZ because, and the reason I will be good for your company is growth, table topics. So speaking, prepared speeches, growth. Table topics, growth. Leadership, growth. And then there's a wonderful opportunity to smooth with our friends. Isn't it great to be able to know that you can go someplace where it's friendly, welcoming, and you can just smooth to your heart's content. So what do we in Toastmasters do? Well, we start out with prepared speeches. And there's a manual. It has 10 speeches in it. All about how to do vocal variety, how to do gestures, how to get to the point. The point of what? The point of your speech. In this manual, we have the evaluations that help us to grow. After that, we have another manual called Leadership, Competent Leadership. What is leadership in Toastmasters? There's a section in here on how to be a Toastmaster. There's a section in here on how to be a Table Topics Master. There's a section in here on how to be evaluators. It's broken down into 10 projects, but each project has multiple points. Now we have 2 manuals. So what happens after we finish that first manual, 10 speeches? There are 15 more manuals that we can look at. Each of these 15 manuals has 5 speeches in it. That's 75 speeches. Wow. Do we have to do them all? No. We take 2 of those manuals. How do we get those manuals? We get those manuals because when you complete that Competent Communicator manual, Toastmasters sends you at no additional cost 2 advanced manuals. But there are 15. But you get to pick which 2 fits your personality. So you pick 2 manuals. And then you do those 5 speeches in one manual and the 5 speeches in the other manual, and you don't have to do them in order. You can intermix them. You could be working out of all 15 manuals at one time. Take care of the speech there. But when you've completed 2 manuals, you get the next award, the advanced communicator at the bronze level. And then you do 2 more of these. Now the second time around, you have to buy your manuals. But that's okay. $5.50 for a manual, not bad, because of the growth we get. And then you do 2 more of these. And then after that, 2 more. And then you continue to work with the leadership program. And when you go through the various steps in leadership, you eventually you end up with a beautiful plaque that says Distinguished Toastmaster on it. Well, Distinguished Toastmaster, what does that mean? What that means is that somewhere over the years, a few years it's taken me to become a Distinguished Toastmaster, I have grown. I have learned. I have helped other people to grow. It's wonderful. And I say, where does this take us? This takes us right back to the beginning. Coming in, schmoozing with your friends. Helping the club as the club helps you. Helping the club? What's the club got to do with it? Which comes first, the club or the member? But when you join Toastmasters, all you're thinking about is, how can I get better? And after you've been in Toastmasters for a while, all you can think about is, how can I help somebody else to get better? The two go hand in hand. When the club meets certain goals, they give ribbons like you see on our beautiful banner over here. There are 10 points that Toastmaster says are important. As you complete these 10 points within the club, which is based upon how each member does, you reach those points. And when you reach 5 points, or 7 points, or 9 points out of those 10, you get a different color banner. You'll see a lot of blue banners up there which says that this club has reached the top level, President's Distinguished Club, all those years with this banner. So which comes first, the member or the club? Neither, and both. Because if the member is successful, then the club will be successful. And if the club is successful, then the members will stay with